issues with the recording. Oh, there we go. All right. So a couple things that we have going on. We've got our fitness center benefits webinar that's going to be happening on January 23rd. So log into that next week if you are interested at all about learning all of the services that we offer. Yes, we have fitness centers on site, but we offer so much more than that. And this is a great way to kind of break down everything that we have that you can take advantage of. And then we also have a level up program that's going to be happening January 20th through February 28th. More information going to be coming out about that, but you can check on our Slack page for more info on that and registration information as well. All right, it looks like it is time, so we will go ahead and get this off of the screen so we can get started with today's desk stretch. For those of you that are just joining, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Stefan. I'm the program manager in Fort Collins. Today, we're going to be using a chair. I've got my box behind me, but you can use a desk chair, a bench, anything that you can sit on, and we'll be doing a bit of a chair stretch today, at least halfway through our session. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We've got a bit of a full body stretch that we're doing, and we're just going to start by loosening up those hips a little bit. We're going to do some knee hugs. So go ahead, reach down, grab that left leg, and we're going to pull that leg up, try to tuck it in towards your knee. If you need help with balance on this, if you keep kind of losing your footing, then you can lean up against or next to a wall. That way you don't have to focus on holding that balance the whole time. If you're also struggling to get into position, go ahead and switch legs. If you're also struggling to get into position, you can do this from a seated position as well. It's going to help you really tuck that knee in, and you don't have to deal with balance either. And I'm just going to slowly alternate between legs. So I'm pulling that leg up high as I can get it, holding that for 3 to 5 seconds, and then switching. Nice job. All right. Next up, let's go ahead and do some spinal twists. So I'm going to stand up straight, squeeze the glutes, and then I want you to tighten your core. And then we're going to do some spinal twists. Now, whenever we do this, I say to keep the core tight because we want a lot of this mobility coming from our mid back. If we relax our core and start twisting, you get a lot of movement at that low back. We want that low back stable all the time. So tighten that core and then do those spinal twists. Nice, slow, and controlled. Point those shoulders as far out to the side as you can. Very nice. All right. Next up, let's go into a wide stance. And then from here, we're going to do some lateral or some side bends. So I'm going to start out by going to the left, and I'm just going to fall down the side of my left leg. You can even open up, bring that right hand up, point it towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch going down your torso. Right back up. And now I'm going to lean to the right, sliding down my right leg. Raise that arm, point it towards the ceiling. If you keep that right leg straight, might feel a bit of a stretch on that inner thigh as well. That's totally fine. Getting a little bit of a stretch in those adductors. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the left. We're going to go one more time each side. And back to the right. Last one. Fantastic. All right, now we're going to grab our chairs or whatever you have to sit down on. And now, going to have you scoot out to the very, very edge of your seat. Going to go into a wide stance. Now we're going to do a forward fold. So hinging at the hips, you're going to drive that torso forward. And then you're going to fall towards the floor. Try to point that chest down towards the floor. Now you can either relax here and let gravity do all of the work, or if you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can grab onto your feet, to your ankles, and actually pull yourself further forward. If you get any pain or discomfort in your back, then you can just go down halfway, help support yourself a bit on your knees. But if you don't have any pain or discomfort, see how far you can go. Fantastic. All right, let's walk ourselves back up. And we're going to go ahead and stand back up, but we're still going to use our chairs. Now, for this next one, I would recommend that if you are using a desk chair that has wheels on the bottom, that you press that chair up against the wall, or if you have the ability to lock those wheels. We don't want this sliding out from underneath us. But for any other chair, what we're going to do, we're going to place that right foot up in the seat. Now we've got our left leg, our back leg straightened out. And now you're going to drive your hips forward in towards your right foot. And then we're going to hold. Getting a little bit of a elevated hip flexor stretch in this. Going to feel a pull on the left. If you've got your right leg elevated, you're going to feel a pull on the left side of your hip flexors. Further forward, you drive that hip. Deeper a stretch you're going to get. Make sure that you keep your torso upright, your chest pointed forward. If you start to lean forward, you're going to lose that stretch. Nice. All right, same thing, other foot. Elevate that left foot. Back leg stays straight. Drive the hips forward. Nice job. And if you're really driving yourself forward, if you focus on keeping that back heel on the ground, you can even get a bit of a calf stretch in as well. Torso stays upright. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go back to a seated position. Now we're going to go into just a seated cat stretch. So for this, we're going to extend our arms out in front of our chest. Take one big breath in. And then as you exhale, drive your hands, drive your arms forward and tuck your chin, putting a nice rounding in that mid-back. Inhale, return to starting position. Exhale, drive those arms forward, round that mid-back, tuck the chin. Inhale, return to starting position. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. And inhale. Very nice. All right, next up, let's just open up that chest a bit more. Gonna have you reach behind your back, clasp those hands together behind your back. And now I want you to puff your chest out as big as you can. And we're going to try to raise those hands up behind your back. Now you might get zero movement with this. You might not be able to pull your hands off of your lower back. If you can't, totally fine. Just focus on pressing that chest out and pulling those shoulders back. If you are able to reach those hands up a little bit, See how far you can go without compromising your position. You'll find if you lean forward, you can get them up a little bit higher, but then we lose that stretch. Just hold that for a second or two, relax, and then right back into it. All right, one more time. All right. Nice job. Relax those arms, shake them out a little bit. That is today's desk stretch, and that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. We will see you all on our next session.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Thank you.